Hello and welcome back to SF Giants Recap. And in today's game, the Giants, they did lose, but wins and losses don't matter. We're going to go over the goods and the bads of today's game. So make sure to subscribe so you stay updated on all of the Giants news and games for spring training and then on to the regular season. So let's hop into the highlights and how everything went for today's game. So we're going to go over the offense to start today's video. There wasn't a lot of offense, but as a team, the Giants, they only struck out 3 times. So the strikeout numbers today looked really good. And so that's something to look out for always, is if we're striking out or not. And I feel like that will translate into if we do good or not. The last regular season, if we struck out 10 times, we lost the game. That was just kind of the standard. If we were less, we usually won. If we were more, obviously, it was a loss. So look out for the strikeout numbers. And today, we only struck out 3 times. Obviously, that didn't translate into a win because it is spring training. But it's good to see the strikeout numbers be lower than they usually are. Wilmer Flores, he put up a nice game today. 2 hits, 1 RBI, a nice solid double into right field. Same with Estrada. He had a really hard contact double that went off the wall. He's been looking really good this spring, batting .286. So Tyro Estrada continues to be a beast. He performs like a beast and puts a lot of effort in. So good to see from Estrada to continue that effort and to continue the performance. Austin Slater, he had a single today. He did strike out twice, so he was 2 of the 3 strikeouts. Because Slater, I don't know why we keep hanging on to Slater. He did have a single today to score a run, but other than that, he's not been doing good at all this spring. And I know he's been coming off an injury, but he was not good last year. All these guys like Slater, and then Conforto's been questionable. All these guys should not be on the roster. And we should give a chance to Matos and give the chances to the younger guys who can still prove themselves, where Slater and Conforto, they haven't really established anything. So that's just my take there with them. Tell me if you disagree, which is fine, because I think that Conforto, he can prove himself this year and come back after kind of a struggling year last year. But Slater, I've just had enough of him. He doesn't put in effort. He doesn't have the baseball IQ. And he has a hard time hitting. So Tom Murphy, he had a solid double today. He's probably going to be our backup catcher. I don't know what the update is on Bailey. He should be back within a couple days. So we'll see how Bailey performs, because him, Bart, and Murphy, they're all trying to get that job. And it's kind of a pretty close race, but Bart's probably not going to get it because Murphy's in a contract and Bailey's performed really well last year. So we'll see how that plays out. Of course, Ahmed, he had a hit. We're going to go over how the pitching did today. Logan Webb, he went 5 1/3, so good to see the longevity of today's game. He did unfortunately allow 4 runs. One of them was just a little dinky single, so I wouldn't really count that as like a Logan Webb's fault. He did strike out 8 people and gave up no walks, so really good to see from Logan Webb there. Luke Jackson, he allowed no runs today, along with Keaton Wynn. So a pretty good performance by the pitching. The only guys that really struggled was Webb with the 4 runs allowed, and then Keaton Wynn allowed 1. But other than that, though, the pitching was really good. And so that will do it for today's recap. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for a new SF Giants recap video.